Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Brock PeeWee threw an absolute gem in his last appearance. Does this prospect have another shutout in him today? It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Brock PeeWee. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Number 79, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No ball.
One out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one is inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got it. Really had to move for that grab. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Ivan Herrera. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Lifted in the air, right center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Heston Kjerstad.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Late on that fastball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there's one down.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Alec Thomas now.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Batting over 300 so far this month.
PeeWee, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. No runs. Top half of the third inning. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Popped up. Harper makes the catch, and there's one down. Digging in, Brady House. There's the strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And that drops in for a strike. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Carlos Narvaez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, and the batter will be the shortstop, Nasim Nunez. PeeWee back to work. That's through there for a strike. Late on that fastball. Missed inside with the curve. Bounce to the right side. On to first. One up, one down. Now it's the DH. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. He swings and fouls one off. And the righty deals. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher Ivan Herrera.
Here's the catcher to hit, Ivan Herrera. And he pumps it a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're still down. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike 1.
You know, these Angels, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. They're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there.
Boots it. Still fires to first. And saved. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
They're going to tag him with the error right there. That's the right ruling, so still no hits for the offense, but maybe this free base runner gives him something to get up for. It also forces him to work out of the stretch now on the mound, so we'll see how it affects it.
Swinging a foul straight back.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Carlton hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly. And a strike down the second base to end the inning.
Tyler O'Neill now at the plate. O'Neill having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
House now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Fought off foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
So digging in, Carlos Narvaez. And a swing and a miss.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, so close to the immaculate inning is that foul ball.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Guardians 2, and the Angels nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Nasim Nunez.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
2 down, bases empty. Ivan Herrera, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The Halos still looking for their first hit in this one. Cut on and lifted in the air. Jenkins hauls it into Indiana. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. PeeWee back to work. That's in there. 0-1. PeeWee into his 8th inning of work singing. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Caught him looking for the K. Alec Thomas, the next to hit for the Angels. Late with the swing there.
Ooh, ball run. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And a swing and a miss. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. So in now for the Angels, Travis Bazzana. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, bases empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here is Tyler O'Neill. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get. And first offering is fouled off. 3 outs from a no-hitter.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And strikes a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
House stands in now and watches strike 1. Yeah, foul ball.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next for L.A., Carlos Narvaez. That one finds the zone. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
He's 1 out away from a no-hitter. Swing and a miss. He's done it. It's a no-hitter.
Congratulations to him. He was dominant all game long. Got some really nice play behind him defensively. It seemed like everyone was on board, pulling for him to finish the no-hitter, but most importantly, get the W for the team.
Back at Citizens Bank Park. And starting in this one, Brock PeeWee.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Now the 0-1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Wyatt Langford. And that's in for a strike. The Guardians would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
2 down, bases empty. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. That's strike 1. Swings through that.
0-2.
Misses outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Phillies turned away their first time around. Inning number 2 coming up from Citizens Bank. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran outfielder, Jesus Sanchez.
No ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Now it's the rookie first baseman.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
PeeWee, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Ronnie Mauricio now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
1 strike. 2.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for this. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Leo DeVries. PeeWee back to work. DeVries playing up the middle at short, 24 years old, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Young zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Aiden Miller. Foul ball there. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Late with the swing there.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's the Phillies catcher. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. And we are back here in Philadelphia, ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swings and misses. 0-1.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Wyatt Langford will hit next. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stinks. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
The Guardians leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And here comes Alec Bohm. His first at bat was a strikeout. This one in the air.
Ball.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're down. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Yeah, that's fouled off. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-2. On the ground. Jazz tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And here's the first baseman. That's a strike. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 down. Phillies down a run. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. PeeWee back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, these Phillies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Wins at the bender for the strikeout.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it, or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
In there at the knees. That's strike 2. Got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here's the Phillies catcher. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today, kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
And down on strikes. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Near the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a ground ball. Carlton in plenty of time to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Number 37, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
So digging in, Ronnie Mauricio. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and digging in for Philadelphia, Leo DeVries. PeeWee back to work. That clips a corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
0-2.
Swing and a pop-up. PeeWee. And there's one away. And now the DH, Aiden Miller. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. The Phillies down by 4. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Last chance for the Phillies. Number 48 now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. The Phils down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit.
Brock PeeWee threw an absolute gem in his last appearance. Does this prospect have another shutout in him today? It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back at right field. And today's starter, Brock PeeWee, singing he was seriously electric last time out.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Late on that fastball. PeeWee went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And a big swing and a miss.
I loved watching him throw that complete game, Boog. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers did it. He showed some rare stamina.
2 down, bases empty. Jim Workman steps to the plate for the White Sox.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's
swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out this side in the first. 1-2-3, go the White Sox. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Nelson Velasquez. That one in there across the letters. PeeWee, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's the DH, Brian Ramos. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Offense. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. PeeWee back to work. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Tying run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So the lineup flips over. Will Herrera, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. Arroyo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. Bottom 4, here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. This one in the air, right field. Reach and try, but can't bring it in.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Nelson Velasquez steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up. Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And La Pantera heads back to the dugout after the K. So one hit is all they get. On to the top of the fifth we go. Guardians 3 and the White Sox ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the White Sox DH, Brian Ramos. And that is out of play.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And down on strikes, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Edwin Arroyo steps to the plate for the White Sox. He was late there. Strike one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs, looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Dalen Lyle steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hit in the air, center field. Varsho nabs it, and that is that. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And there's a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Herrera, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Called strike right there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Jimenez, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Make it 6 shutout innings. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. PeeWee back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Velasquez now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Another scoreless. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that drops in for a strike. PeeWee into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Dalen Lyle steps to the plate for the White Sox. His righty-lefty splits there. Fires across the diamond, and the White Sox go quietly. Down in order. So bottom of the 9th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Joe Mack. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
That was pretty nasty.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Stepping in, Will Pereira. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
1 out, bases empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And the White Sox down to their final strike. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to...
Brock PeeWee threw an absolute gem in his last appearance. Does this prospect have another shutout in him today? It's the Athletics taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and on the hill, Brock PeeWee. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
PeeWee was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Now it's going to be Jacob Wilson. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave him the day off.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there, and not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the first. And the A's are gone in order. And now second inning set to go. Now here is Bernard Lettieri. And a big swing and a miss.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Popped up. Montgomery sizes this one up. And that is that. A's go quickly and quiet. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. PeeWee back to work. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike. Walker launched a homer in his most recent game. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Harper makes the grab. One down. Oswaldo Rosales getting ready to hit. Foul ball. Rosales in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. One down, base is empty. This one high in the air to left center. Marsh on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Daniel Susak up next for the A's. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. 0-1. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Wilson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
0-2.
On the ground to third. Young. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now Bernard Lettieri.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now the third baseman, Philip Oka. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that King Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Kurtz swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 5 perfect. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Walker measures 6 feet 6 inches, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Tried hitting 101, and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Right through there for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. Daniel Susak up next for the A's. Late on that fastball.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. PeeWee back to work. And there's a foul ball.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Wilson in the box now. No balls and a strike. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And that one fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter,
and add another K, that's number 17. What a game.
Well, he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back now at Progressive Field. And now, Bernard Lettieri. Swings through that one.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 down.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Hurts. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Way out front for strike 2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him swinging. So down 24. Here in Cleveland, now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the 9th inning. Right side, and foul ball.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The A's down to their final out. Here's the catcher to hit, Daniel Susak. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Strike 2. The Athletics down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game.
It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these all-star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Brock PeeWee. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, he brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Just missed.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a strike.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs. Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two out, space is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
I got it.
Hauls it in to end the inning. First frame of the night behind us. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, James Wood, in there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
I got him.
Drops into the glove, and there's one away. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a foul ball. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Pavin Smith getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2's the count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there.
Now pitching for the American League,
Spencer Strider on to pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close.
And we're back. And on the hill, the big righty, Brock PeeWee. Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low twos. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
0-2 now. That one just misses. Struck him out looking. Up now for Milwaukee, J.J. Weatherholt. Swings and misses. 0-1. PeeWee, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side in the first. Brewers go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. That clips the corner. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Kobe Mayo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
That one inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Gone in order are the Brewers. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. PeeWee back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Matos went deep in his most recent game. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Brett Harris up now for the Brewers. First pitch swinging. Harris starting as the designated hitter in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back here at American Family Field, this is Bryce Terang. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, these Brewers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Next for Milwaukee, J.J. Weatherholt. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. One out, bases empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Chorio now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that's
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
2 outs, bases empty. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
off the plate.
outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Swings and misses. 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those.
Got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Digging in, Kobe Mayo struck out swinging his first time. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Kurt has this one sized up. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Samuel Basallo.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, Samuel Basallo. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And a swing and a miss there.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Missing inside. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Guardians 1 and the Brewers nothing. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. PeeWee back to work. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
And that's in there at the knees. Caught him looking for the K. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
At the plate, Brett Harris out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Bobby Dahlbeck now at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Dahlbeck measures 6 feet 4 inches, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. So he's bottom of the inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences.
Tapped softly on the ground. Manzardo takes it to the bag, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Next to hit, J.J. Weatherholt. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that drops in for a strike. The Brewers hitless so far in the game. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. And a slider in there for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. The perfect. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. PeeWee into his 8th inning of work singing. Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Now it's going to be Kobe Mayo. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. Got him swinging. And now 2 gone.
Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate and then dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball they got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
And the batter now, Samuel Basallo. And that's in for a strike.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. So now 20. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9. And now here is Luis Matos. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. PeeWee back to work. Late with the swing there.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Softly hit to third. 1 up, 1 down. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point. Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1. Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That one at triple digits.
0-2 is the count.
PeeWee is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect